Often when we think of trauma, we think of capital big T trauma, the shock trauma, the unimaginable events that are kind of one-offs, murder, rape, death of a loved one, of partners cheating on you. But there's another kind of trauma that's called developmental trauma. And these are the traumas, the small T traumas that we have in our childhood before we have an opportunity to express our feelings or to talk about the events. This can include bullying, also divorce or death of a loved one, for example. When we experience some kind of an event that is overwhelming, trauma is defined as anything that overwhelms our capacity to cope and leaves us feeling helpless, hopeless, out of control, or unable to respond. When we experience a trauma, chemicals release from the brain, they flood our system. Our system receives stress hormones, including cortisol, for example, and our nervous system is impacted and we go into fight, flight, freeze, or collapse. Our body has perceived a threat. And when our body perceives a threat, it has a literal response. And that response is often a contraction, a very quick contraction. If as a child, we're raised by parents or whoever it is in our family who recognize that we've experienced something that's overwhelming, who understand energy and that energy has to move, they're going to encourage that child to scream, to yell, to dance, to cry, to express the anger, to use whatever language they want until they find what's underneath the anger, which is always going to be the grief. If they give the child a chance to do that, the child discharges the energy. It processes it through the same way animals do in the wild when they've experienced trauma or a threat. They literally shake.
Yeah.
In our society, we're not often taught that.